Very good morning. Dr. Guruprasad
Very
Rao
good morning.
is with us. He
Good
is
morning, Udit.
very nice to have you, sir.
My pleasure.
Let me just take you all guys through a very quick brief through what we are here for today. We have Dr. Guruprasad Rao with us, who is a professor and dean of School of Design at NMIMS University, Mumbai. Let me tell you a little brief about what Dr. Rao is all about. Dr. Rao is a technocrat with over 36 years of experience encompassing industry and academia. He holds a BE Mechanical from Bangalore University with PG in Tool Engineering from GTTC, Bangalore. Masters of Design and Product Designing from CPDM, IISc Bangalore again. PhD from IDC School of Design, IIT Bombay. His industrial assignments include create companies like Titan, Tanish, Crompton, Greaves, Imaginarium, etc. He's he was also the director, Faculty of Design with MIT WPU Pune. He's been a great CEO and a director mentor at Imaginarium Private Limited, which was a leading 3D printing company from Mumbai. He's also worked with a lot of prestigious schools like SPJMR, KIIT Bhubaneswar, KJ Somaiya, etc. He's also part of many industrial bodies like CII, FICCI, NASCOM, BIS, IAMF, etc. Our agenda over here for this meeting is to have a very head-on interview and a conversation with the educators from the industry. The agenda is to unravel the journey of NMIMS School of Design, your thoughts, sir, and the ambitions for the institute, and your hopes for the education society of the country. We believe this would be a value addition to the NMIMS School of Design. It's brand name, and it will also give the education fraternity a direct insight into how you run, how your ideas drive NMIMS to provide quality education and make the student's journey a seamless one from the beginning up until the end. I will let you have your open space to give us a little open statement, and then we can get into your questions, and then we can take it ahead from this. Over to you.
Thank you, Udit. And good morning to all of them who are there hearing this interview today or maybe at a future date. Design is today a very happening word, and I think design is ubiquitous. It is there everywhere, touching our lives from the morning till the time we go to bed. We are always using something, and we are interacting with something. We are consuming it. So design is everywhere. That will be my starting statement, I can say. And design is also a career which is very much in demand because of the technological breakthroughs that is going on in the world, and these technologies have to reach end user, and the end user cannot consume technology as it is. It has to be designed, it has to be humanized, it has to be put in a form factor which will be understood intuitively. Just like a smartphone, it doesn't come with a user manual. So today, products are being learned to use efficiently. They are not just products, they are experiences. True experience you carry, and that's what it is. So it's transforming the way it started as a product design to what we see today as a product, both tangible and intangible. You know, and NMIMS as a very prestigious institute of repute has been also very much part of this journey, being the management guru. NMIMS has also ventured into many, including design, and we have a very unique program at NMIMS. And this unique program started in 2017, and we are having 4 batches going out now. The fourth batch is going out, and we are going to welcome the eighth batch now in July. And the industry is happy with the program, that is BDES in humanizing technology, and we are having a very nice alumni, which is growing in strength up to 100 now. And we have, I think, the course is only gaining strength by strength, with a lot of inputs from industry. We have a very strong board of studies, which has been newly constituted, which is also going to bring new flavor. That means as the technology changes, the obsolescence of the thoughts and learnings also will vary. We need to be in sync with the technological changes that will happen, and I think we are just there, uh, along with the technological breakthroughs, taking the course, updating it, and making it always futuristic. Thank you.
That's an on-point opening statement. So you have taken us through a little journey, a little quick journey throughout in the opening statement. We will touch down on a lot of points moving into the questions that we have. A lot of points are to do with a lot of points that you mentioned in your opening statement. I'll quickly jump into it. The first question that is a very common question that a lot of incoming aspirants who are willing to take up and who are looking forward to this journey in design. Students from different demographics come to the university, right? And how does the university help them adapt to the same culture under one roof?
Well, I think we have something called as Diksharam, which is welcome freshers, and also I think every time a cohort is taken, it represents the entire country. You know,
Correct.
you take the languages, the states, the culture, and whatever, it's a mini India. Always, each cohort represents, and I think we make the cohort to undergo a series of exposures, ice breaking, sessions, which are taken by some of the experts, both our faculty as well as the external experts, who come on the initial 1 week, 2 weeks of the program, wherein there has to actually learn not only design but sensitizing them. You know how you as an individual, you know how you have to interact with others, how to make friends, what to expect in university, a new life, you know, and how this freedom comes with a responsibility. You know how the spoon feeding will not be done here, and so you may have to go and search for the spoon. At least the food will be available, spoon there to search, and of course also how to respect each other. You know, and you can always be agreeing to disagree sometimes, because that's a part of our life, and how to appreciate others. You know, positive strokes. That is, if you find somebody doing well, why don't you give them a positive stroke? You know, and
Yeah.
so students go through a lot of things, and also some of them are having inhibitions. You know, oh no, I will not do. I will not make my hand dirty. So we make them go through that exercise. Making their hand dirty with some exercises. If some people are somewhat introvert, we pull them in. They are made to sing, dance, act, and tear, paper, tod jod फोड़ जो बोलते हैं, तोड़ फोड़
Yes.
जोड़,
And yes.
is our mechanism. The way design is created is always through fun. So we make them that this course is fun, and here we are all here to learn, including faculty and students. Design is such a subject where faculty also learns all the time. And it's a learning together session. So there, I think within 2 weeks, no, all of them will know each other. where from where they come from. So in fact, there'll be someone else will introduce the student. Student himself cannot introduce himself. You know, such exercises are given to them, and through a very nice experts in the field, they come and take them through the entire thing. So 10 days, it is going to be fun time for them, and to some of these sessions, even parents are allowed. You know, sometimes even parents, they enjoy. We don't. I think they will be there for 1 week or so. Then the court continues before they actually embark on learning. You know, so we believe in making student first, then comes the teaching. Making of the student is very important. Preparing them. Yeah.
This has I had a question following up to this, but then I think, sir, you've already answered that. My question was about to be, what are the usually the extracurricular activities that NMIMS focus on? Like, if you could give us a little idea about the campus life at NM.
Well, I think campus life, Bombay is a country of its own.
Correct.
Bombay is a fast city, maximum city, and here everything has to happen as per the clock, and so people have to get up early and start running until they reach their destination. So the campus life here is quite what I can say, enjoyable and hectic. You will not know how to time flies by, and it is full of activity. And we have quite a few eating places apart from the mess and canteens we have. They can It's always open from morning till the late night, and so people can actually uh, kind of have food and enjoy. So it is a kind of a home for them for rest of 4 years. You know, and campus has well built infrastructure, which are all the classrooms which are AC, and they have smart boards and modern labs we have, and people can go to library, reading room, and there are other recreational activities which are there, which they can also form. In fact, the students are supposed to form their own clubs. Okay, and but given the rigorous learning they have, many of them would not indulge in extracurricular activities. They keep it to the end of their semester. So we do not have kind of exams. We have jury. You know, so people have to be working all the time. They're on their toes. Okay, and in a design school, the curriculum what you find in engineering college and the co-curricular extracurricular activities are flipped here. You know, it is flipped here because they do every day. They design a game, they work on AR VR, they make clay models. So these are all our curriculum. You know, what you call as extracurricular in other schools is actually curriculum in a design school. So it is flipped. And so they do actually go industrial visits. They go to nature. When they nature trekking and all, they go. They go for urban sketching, for example, and there's a lot of fun. But they are many times they don't get much time to indulge in. But our students have always been going to hackathons. They're going to the competitions, intercollegiate competitions, winning there, and it's so happy. In fact, recently Kalagoda program was there. Kalagoda program, they had many entries. It got accepted by the Kalagoda organizers, and they had a nice show there. That shows students who are active in the class, they are active outside also in anything what they do. And parents comment, अरे मेरा बेटा इंट्रोवर्ट था, ये अभी बहुत बात करते हैं, बहुत busy है, he is enjoying himself herself. That is important. So
That is
extracurricular activities is to kind of motivate them in the curriculum. So ours is a flipped curriculum. So they are always happy, you know.
absolutely, sir. I mean, I think that's a very, very nice way of putting up the flip in terms of how it is in a different school compared to a design school. I
Yes.
think a lot of educationists are going to take up on that and try to, market design moving forward. That's a very well way of putting it. Moving forward, sir, let's get into a little know about an important question that a student will definitely want to know moving into, any kind of education of 2 or 3 or 4 years that he or she has to go, do up. Uh, Please help us with something about the placement opportunities. Like, what are the options? What are the availabilities? What are the careers? Uh, how can they move ahead and looking up for placements?
According to me, the education what they get here is a life skill. Design is a life skill beyond the career, right? And career opportunities are plenty because you have today a world which is well aware of the capabilities what a designer can bring, you know. So we have many students, all of them are getting a kind of internship opportunities, and many times internship opportunities they get converted into placements. Okay,
POP.
so we have so far been having 100% placement, 100 placement internship opportunities for our students, and there is a repeat hire by the industry that shows the quality of the students, you know, whom they are recruiting. And I think students are also, many of them, after a couple of years they also go for higher studies. Even there is a trend that 2 3 years later they would go for higher studies. I can see that also, that trend is also seen here. They want to do either masters or phd, you know, in the chosen areas. And mostly they get hired as a ui ux designer, ui researcher, or experience designer, or service designer, or it could be product designer, or it could be product design lead, you know. And they also do a great deal of research. Today user research is a very specialized area, and it's also highly paid, right? So some of our students in Walmart are doing an excellent job, you know. They're actually doing no Walmart thing, but they're working on the research. What are the consumer, what are the needs of consumer, what will be their aspirations, what they require tomorrow, what will be the aspiration of the young adults, you know. Those things, these people are actually doing research. I think there is a great opportunity in terms of career. Only the one thing is there, one has to do well, they should learn well, and then there is no limit, sky is not the limit there, you know. If they don't do well, then there is a problem, you know. So my advice to all students is, whatever you choose, even including design, you should put your heart and soul, you know, into it. Do it, learn it, not for the job, uh, for the learning sake. Don't learn it for marks. Okay, marks are secondary. Most important thing is you should get skilled. And our emphasis here in NMIMS School of Design is skilling students. They go out with a life skill. They can do independently. They can start. They can build a startup. They can contribute in any startup. They can become entrepreneurs because we have courses which also hone their skills on business acumen. You know, so it is design plus technology plus management or business, you know, all rolled into one is the package what they get at NMIMS School of Design.
Thank you for that insights. I'm sure that is going to be helping a lot of students decide through what careers to take up and how it actually looks on the other side. Moving on to what kind of industry collaborations are available to students at NMIMS School of Design for better development and growth in terms of their careers?
Well, I think we have quite a good connect with all the industries, both who are working virtual products, real products, and they come in the form of internships. We also have interactions with NGOs. NGOs give a insight into societal problems, thereby sensitizing students to improve their empathy part. You know, they need to get into other shoes to know what the world is. It could be a old age home, or it could be a creche, or it could be people with learning disabilities, or it could be a person who is proposing, clean energy, water saving, etc., etc. They work on all those. So we have a collaboration on with respect to industry on one side, with respect to NGO on the other, and we are actually connected to many of these industries. I think I'm not showcasing the MOUs what we have, but we do have, and we also have visiting faculty from industry only. Okay, from industry we have visiting faculty.
Yes.
We also have visiting faculty from other universities abroad. Whenever they are in India, they we have a network. They come down and address our students. So I think we have quite a good network. That's why we have a good placement record. You know, yes.
Got it. Yes. Moving on, sir. Like you mentioned about the faculties and visiting faculties and the professors who were directly from the industry. Could you help us with what procedures are followed by the college in hiring professors to distinguish the excellent faculty members at the institutes?
So hiring of visiting faculty and regular faculty, core faculty, happens in different tiers. We are going to have people come. We have initial interaction wherein the subject experts are from the industry are called, you know, and they are going to scrutinize the first level. They also check their portfolio. They are going to be cross questioned as to check their depth of knowledge. Subsequently, there is a management team that also looks into their personality, uh, their worldview, and all that, and of course it has to match our culture also, which is also, a very ethical and all inclusive kind of approach we have to have faculty recruited. And so we prefer faculties from the premier institutes like IIC, IITs, or NITI, and all that. So many times faculty who come over junior will be trained here by our own methodology, and further we also have a professor of practice who can be from industry directly uh, to get benefit from the exposure what they have to our students. We are going to have faculty taken from industry. Visiting faculty, of course, the scrutiny is less, well, but they should be some of the icons of industry who have marked, a progress in their own areas of work, and such people are definitely are very important. They bring in the current state of affairs in the industry, uh, current practices to the classroom directly, you know. And I think they're very popular. And some of them, of course, this is also revisited. Every 3 years we are going to revisit visiting faculty, and we keep empaneling them so as to offer the best of education to our students.
Very valid,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you for that insight
Yes.
as well. Um, so I'll try to keep this last question short, and will need a little more insight in terms of for a student. there are multiple options. Always new colleges coming up. There are multiple pre-existing colleges in the industry and the in the universe of the colleges. So, what is it that sets NMIMS School of Design apart in terms of curriculum and teaching methodology? And I would also like you to add in with your closing statement with this question, so that students watching this interview will it'll leave them a mark with joining NMIMS School of Design, but nothing else.
I think a very important, unique USP of our course is learning by doing only. Though many people say learning by doing, uh, we we do it at a very extreme level. You know, nothing is drawn into conclusion before actually doing it. You know, so the pedagogy is built around applications. You take anything, there should be an application. What is in it for me is taught to the student early on. Okay, be it IoT or physical computing, or it could be AR VR, or it could be typography, or visual communication, website. Everywhere they are taught with a real life reference. You know, so it is not it is a simulation, but beyond that, they can even consult and work. That is very important. One aspect. The second one is every student get a individual attention. And when you say attention, if you have a very large crowd, you cannot control. It is very difficult to reach out. We have a very unique or nice faculty student ratio, 1 is to 15. That is, for 15 students, we have one faculty. Okay. You take any class, we'll have such ratio. And our cohort is also small. The small cohort, which is always filtered and taken after our that, you know, and their every question of student is taken and answered. So we don't give room to that kind of, somebody learned, somebody did not learn. So NMIMS University values the learning assurance, what every student should know minimum to get promoted. You know, so I think that is very important aspect. The third very important aspect is going to learn from the experienced faculty. You know, and infra, which is going to back up all this. If you have the best of theory, no practice, that is not good. So we have, I think, all labs in place, whether it is a tinkering lab or user experience, user testing lab. We have ergonomics and product simulation lab, you know, and all these are very important because this is going to be their home. We have a class which is called as a studio because both learning in terms of drawing and writing happens there, even creation happens there. So it is not a classroom, it is a studio. you know so they have a dedicated studio, they have a dedicated storage space. And so the experience of learning, you know a design starts today, it doesn't get end by particular time, it goes on. And so that remains on the table. There is a dedicated table on which they work, and they come back to that next day, and it continues. So I think we are really taking care of the learning. Once they're learning, they're skilled, and once they're skilled, they're confident. Once they're confident, they can take the world, be it interview or internship, or you take the actual job. And that's why I say it is a kind of a life skill. Design today is a life skill. And my advice to all the students who are looking at this program is that you focus on learning. Don't worry about the placement. Don't worry about anything else. But learn. If you learn and you get skilled, you can conquer the world. There's no there is no limit. That's very important. So wish
Thank you.
you all of them very best.
Thank you, sir. That was a very inspirational closing statement. I'm sure it is going to help all our students, all the aspirants, and I'm sure it must have given everybody a lot more clarity in terms of what they should be looking for, what the reality is, what are the opportunities, and how they should be taking it ahead. This gets us to the end of this interview, sir, and I want to be honest. It's been a great pleasure trying to understand your vision and what you've been doing for the students. It's a great honor for us. It's a great honor for Get My Uni to have you be a part of this interview series, Get My Uni Talk Exchange. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.